What other number?
The Rudy 2.
Okay, that doesn't exist anymore.
Only this one exists now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's another one coming, but yeah, there's only one for right now.
So Clarence Thomas is a piece of shit.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say, I wish I could just go, not just him. Not just him.
I know.
But he's one of the worst pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, man. How the fuck affirmative action got you where you are today, but you're gonna tell other people they can't have it?
Because it's over. Racism's beaten. You didn't know?
You know what? And I don't want anybody to take this as a threat to the Supreme Court, but if I had my way, I'd go over there and take each one of them motherfuckers out and put them on the. Remember back in the old days, you used to have a stock where you had to put your hands in. Yes, I would. I put them in there and let people throw tomatoes at them all day long. That shit is ridiculous, man. That shit is just. They're just, you know. They're just out for rich motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck about people that have to struggle through life.
That dude is something else, man.
He is. You know,
we've already found out that he's fucking sucking money off of everyone and getting all kinds of money. And
yep. And he's a pervert on top of that.
Yeah, he's the one that.
Anita,
He was.
come on.
That's the wrong word for it. Piece of shit.
Talk about their pubic hairs on the Coke can, all kind of crazy shit.
What?
He was fucking with her every day, you know, but he wasn't touching her. He was saying weird shit about he saw some pubic hairs on a Coke can.
he's a power guy. He likes to pretend
He's a pervert too.
Yeah, I know.
We just don't know about his perversions. You know what I mean? And his wife's a piece of shit.
The problem with perversions is there's nothing wrong with them if they're not hurting anybody else.
True, I agree.
So it's
there is
he can be a pervert all he wants as long as he's not fucking with making other people.
And his wife ain't shit either.
No, fuck that bitch.
She ain't shit either, man. And 2 or 3 of them ain't shit. It's more than one. There's 2 or 3 of them that really ain't shit. The one that talking about he drinks beer all the time, I can't remember his.
Oh.
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
he's
about.
my age. And it's like watching this dude basically fuck up his whole young life and be told, oh, you just. Well, I remember thinking in my head the whole time I was a child or a young adult that if I do this, I'm going to lose everything.
Yeah.
This dude's just allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Privileged.
Well, I know it's what
They
it
come
is.
from no poor shit. They come from money.
Oh, I know where he comes from. He's not just
Like you
money.
said,
That's the
privilege.
thing. He's not just money. He's old money.
Yeah. Privileged to money.
Trying to keep that status quo. That way his family doesn't lose money even though they're fucking worthless. That's
Hey,
the problem.
how fucking rich do you need to be?
It's
Look.
not even about how rich you need to be. It's
To
about
me,
how
it is.
worthless you are and how much money you have. You have no real worth. You've done nothing of value except for fuck over other people. You bought some shit, then you sold everything out on everyone. Like, that's their mentality. They don't give a fuck about anybody as long as they're making their money. And it's like, I don't understand that. I don't understand money.
And it's been going on like that since the beginning of time.
I know it has. That doesn't mean it should still go. We have ways of seeing that.
But we,
it's not right.
but the general public don't. They're lazy. They're, you know, we have lazy people in this country. There's one stuff to happen, but nobody wants to.
Well, it's not just this country. I mean, England's got fucking goddamn wealthy.
Yeah, well, you know, England that's a whole different can of wax. Those motherfuckers need to be strung up by their toes.
They're-
That's why when dictators go wrong in their country, they really get fucked over. Look what they did to Mussolini and his wife.
Mussolini.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Gaddafi.
And that was fucked up too. Do you know that Muammar Gaddafi? Listen to this shit. I just found this shit out. You don't have to. Everybody in this country got a house. Listen to this shit. If you needed a car, you got a car. You ain't paying nothing. You didn't have to pay taxes. You didn't have to pay nothing, man. He was giving food away, whatever you wanted, you got. Because he had so much fucking money. At one time, he was the richest man in the world. He had so much fucking money, And he knew how to treat people, you know? He knew
But
people.
why did they hate him?
They didn't hate him.
Are you sure?
Yes. How would
hold
you-
on. If they didn't hate him, how the fuck do you have a group of people stab him in the ass with
Because of the U.S. Because of America. Paid them motherfuckers to do that shit to him. They wanted to get rid of him because he wanted to give shit away for free. They didn't like that shit. Everything in this country was free, dude. They didn't like that shit. Capitalists don't like that shit.
I don't know, man. That sounds a little whitewashed, or a little not whitewashed.
Do your research. I did the research.
I haven't done any research.
Oh, okay. Well, I did the research about Gaddafi.
What's up, Ace Bogey? Boogie? Is it Bogey or Boogie? I don't know.
You know, Gaddafi gave up nukes. Did you know that? He gave up nukes,
I didn't know
man.
he had him.
Yeah, he gave them
I don't
up.
even know what country he was. Kakistan or I don't even know what country he was.
Gaddafi, he was from, God, where? Not Morocco. The one next to it.
Just didn't care.
But you know, they blame him for that big hijacking or bombing of a airplane. I think it was in Germany, and they said he was the fault of it because he had terrorists and shit. The U.S. hated him. All the Western countries hated him. When he came here to visit, he pitched a fucking tent. In Washington, he just pitched a big ass, you know, he got royal tents, you know, they had like a little tent.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a fucking.
He put one up for him, you know, to hang out in while he was here. They didn't like the dude. He wouldn't wear a suit, like, you know, suit and tie and shit. He didn't wear that shit. He always wore his customary garb that they would, you know, he'd wear every day.
Well, that makes sense.
You see a picture of a whole bunch of them, like a G7 meeting or whatever it was, and everybody else would have suits and ties on. He had his robes on, you know, it's silk and gold and shit. But he always wore his traditional garb, which I respect. I don't know who came up with the suit shit to begin with, you know? Probably the English. You have to have a suit and tie. A suit and tie.
That's the 50s.
No, it was before the 50s.
Oh,
dude.
18. It was the Gilded Age, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy we live in another Gilded Age.
I tell you what,
The
dude.
exact same shit was happening 100 years ago.
They're making my mind up for me. You know, I love America because I've had a better chance here than probably I would have had. Maybe, I don't know. In Africa, I might have had a better chance. But, you know, that was a crapshoot. But America might not be for me in the next year or two, man. If Trump wins in 24,
I don't think he's going to make it to 24. I don't think he'll be alive by then.
let me tell you something. I didn't think it was that many fucking racist motherfuckers in this country either. I didn't think
Really?
No, man, I didn't.
Hold
I thought
on, I kind of agree with that. I didn't realize.
Not that many.
I didn't. Well, okay, what kind of racists are we talking about? Are we talking about people? Hold on. There's different types. There's people who.
Huh?
There's people who. There's people who follow the status quo. So if the status quo flips and everything starts going back to the way it was, where people start discriminating and doing things like that, they're going to follow that. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's a racist.
I understand that, but
If
if it
you
goes,
follow
what you're not understanding is if it goes the other way, and it keeps going the other way, the way it's been going, they'll still follow that, because that's the proper. Like they're just following whatever the society's telling them to do.
Yeah.
Now,
Is it society telling them that? I don't think it's society telling them
I'm
that.
sorry, is not the 80s and 90s television not the most brainwashing shit? Like
It still is.
It's not as much.
Yeah, it's more.
There's a lot less dudes who are fucking black that are criminals in shows. There's more. It's more diversity in that sense that, like, if you watch TV in the last 5 to 10 years, diversity has gone way up.
Okay, let me tell you something, little partner that ain't been around that long.
I'm talking about now.
I
just
know
told
what you're
you,
talking
TV
about.
today is way more diverse than it was 5 years ago.
Of course it is.
Compared to 10 years ago, it's astronomical. Compared to the 90s, it's fucking light age.
Right.
I get that. But the point is there's people who are following that and leading, and it's basically helping the people who are programmed
Yes.
by the TV to think that black people are scary because they don't live around them, and the only
And
way
they've
they
been
see
told
them,
that because of what
the only way
goes
they
on TV.
is see them is as criminals. They're constantly mugging people or whatever. The only show you see them, and it's always the white people who are the ones that are the fucking saviors.
Yep.
Now it don't happen like that. Now you're starting to see programming actually based on everyone's lives, not just black people, but everyone's. You're seeing programming like Marvel's a great example. Marvel's basically got like they got a whole TV series on a Pakistani girl. Like imagine that 15 years ago. Marvel coming out with a superhero who was Pakistani.
All
and
right.
then literally leaning into her faith.
But does that make it better? Or is that just a diversion?
That they're actually teaching you?
Are they though?
The whole reason that people accept gay people the way they are is because of Will and Grace.
Okay.
Am I wrong? Do you not think Will and Grace is a...
I've never watched Will and Grace, so I don't know.
Okay. But you know what Will and Grace is?
Not really.
Then you don't... Okay.
It's a guy and a girl that lives together, and one of the guys are gay,
No,
right?
but you're not understanding. The gay pop... The way the fucking world has gone towards gay people has drastically changed the moment Will and Grace came out. You can see it.
I didn't know that.
Because of the way people accept, like, you got to see both versions, and you got to see multiple versions of gay people being people.
And why is that?
Because before it used to be a tagline. It was a thing that was
No,
wrong.
let me tell you. No,
What do you mean?
Well,
Why?
yes and no. You're right to a certain degree. But back in the day, it was just as many gay people.
I understand
The
that,
thing is,
but there was more
they
people.
kept it quiet.
Because the people in fucking charge would fire you if they found out you were gay.
They were gay too.
Doesn't matter. They still fire you. If you lived in certain countries, you go to jail.
Let me tell you something, man.
Or they castrate you.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Everybody in Hollywood knew Rock Hudson was gay.
That's not the point.
I'm just making a point to you how they did
They're
it
trying
back
to
then.
fuck, but they're not selling the fucking film to Hollywood. They're selling the film to the people in the fucking goddamn, the white people. Because you're talking 50s through the 90s, up to the 2000s, mid 2000s. Television literally just had one goal: sell it to the white middle class. That was their goal, was it not?
Yeah, well, that's where the money was.
Again, it doesn't matter. It's not really where the money only was. There was money in other places. They just didn't want to go there because it didn't fit their
mold,
their mind,
Yeah.
how they saw
how they
the
thought the
world.
world was supposed to be.
Yes. But
See,
not-
television is one of the biggest outliers of that shit, man.
But the point is when Will and Grace came on, people got to see like that. They got to see the reality of what it is. It's not a fucking disease. It's not a problem. It's just a choice of life. Someone decides that they love, like, who you love is irrelevant when it comes to the skin. Correct?
Yeah.
In the same way, back in the day when they were putting interracial couples on fucking TV,
Yeah.
and shit starts changing around where interracial couples feel less frightened to be themselves. Because again, there was a point in the 70s and 60s, if you're an interracial couple, you would have issues, correct?
You still do.
In certain places, yes.
Yes.
But I'm saying it was 90% of the country you'd have issues.
Yeah.
Even in the areas where you lived, you could have issues.
Yeah. Because people just
They didn't see it.
They're just dumb as fuck. I didn't even know what I didn't even know what gay was till I was about 16 years old. I didn't know nothing about gay.
Okay.
So I was shocked when I found out about gay things. I was like, oh really? Men making love with men and women I didn't know.
Again, that's part of the reason why there was such a Will and Grace help. It's not the fucking adults that matter. It's the kids. It's the kids that watched Will and Grace with their parents that saw fucking gay people being normal and not being the stereotype that people had in their head. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an issue. So once kids start seeing that, that's why kids are way more accepting than the adults are. Like,
Because they might have
generations that are
they might
coming-
have gay, feelings anyway.
well, again,
You don't know who's who.
most people on the planet do. It's the only reason you don't act on it is because society has told you it's wrong. That's plain and simple. If you lived in a society where gay sex was more
The
heavily...
Bible told you that.
Exactly. If you lived in a place where the Bible told you gay sex was more prevalent and needed to be done more than heterosex, and heterosexual sex is actually a sin, then you would probably fuck guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to go to hell, or you don't want to fucking do whatever the fuck is gonna, you don't want to go against the code.
That's on planet gay.
Well, again,
I'm just making a joke.
animals
I'm not
fucking. Animals fuck other animals that are the same sex. And if
Yep.
animals are fucking other animals, it
Yep.
tells you that we're an animal.
Yep.
And given society,
They're gay animals. Or,
they're not gay. They just like to fuck.
I mean, they were making a big comment about penguins.
Yeah, there's animals.
That
they'll stick
two
together.
males might get together. Yeah. And they were, talking about they gay. They're not gay. They're just animals, man.
Yeah, they just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah, they just enjoy each other's company. And what's wrong with that? One of my best friends was gay. I didn't know he was gay until later on in life. But one of my best friends, man, he was the best. I mean, I sleep over his house. He'd come up, I'm just doing the kids. Spend the night. We had comic book collections together. He could do that calligraphy. I mean, he could just take with his hand, man.
He was your best friend, and he probably knew it when he was young, because most people do.
Well, he knew it. I didn't know it. I didn't know what gay was.
Well, again, but that's the thing that's happening right now, is they're trying to stop people from teaching kids what gay is, because they've come to understand
the woke principle.
Well, it's come to people think that if you teach a child that what gay is, he's going to be gay. It's
Stupid
programming the child. When the reality is all you're letting the child be is what he wants.
And letting the child know
she wants, whatever it may be.
And let the child know there are all kinds of different directions in life. People go down.
Well,
you can't judge somebody because they choose a certain pattern in life. What do you hear?
Yeah, I know, but you know how people are.
That's the problem. I got to put this GoFundMe thing up this week. I got to do it this week. My brother's going to help me when he gets back in town. I was looking at that thing yesterday, man. I was looking at some GoFundMe things yesterday. There are people asking for GoFundMes for all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit.
yeah, I know. But it's like everything else.
Some serious shit.
But it's like everything else in the world. Most of them, 99% of them, do not get funded.
Oh, of course.
Again, so it's basically the same as the world now. 99% of the people don't get money.
But it's just another route that some people are very successful at it. Guys that are making
Doesn't cost you
movies.
anything. So
Yeah, people that are making movies and documentaries.
yeah, you can build fan bases.
Yeah.
All right, well, I gotta go back to work because I got shit to do today.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck Clarence Thomas. I don't know why. I fuck them all. I fuck all those judges that said that shit.
Yeah.
But him the most, the fact that just because he
He's
burnt down the fucking ladder. He used to climb up.
He's an asshole. Yeah, exactly. He
That's
climbed
the
the
problem.
ladder and then chopped it in
Yep.
half.
There's a lot of people that have climbed up the ladder and chopped that shit down. What's up, Mike? Good morning. Wake and bake. What you smoking? We just finished. We're about to. Oh, I'm not to head out. I'm about to fucking go do work.
Not to finish.
We got fucking more work to do because fuck.
Yeah.
Motherfuck.
At least you got work.
Yeah, I know. So Tom said 7:30. 7:30ish
When?
tonight.
Okay.
Do the show.
Oh,
I
cool.
got two different doughs. You can tell the difference. I can tell the difference just by looking at them. Because one's like easier to fuck with than the other. It's weird. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Boston cream pie.
Oh, I love it. Oh man, that's one of my favorite desserts. But I know it's probably a strain, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the dessert.
I was thinking about the donut. Boston cream donut.
Oh, I never had that one.
It's just that cream from the Boston cream pie.
Yeah, in the
Inside
middle of a
the dough,
donut with
inside-
chocolate on top.
With chocolate on top, yeah.
Uh-huh. So, some people might call it a chocolate eclair.
Yeah, I guess you could. It just depends.
The
Well,
eclair,
no, that's the long ones.
yeah, and they usually have a more crusty type of
Yeah,
dough.
it's a sugar coated dough. It's like because the Slim Jims. That's what. Yeah. Yeah. All right. See you guys next time.
Subscribe.